The entire nation of Israel prepared for civil war. All the tribes of Israel united together to go against the one tribe of Benjamin for what they had done. They made a declaration that no city was exempt from this war. Any city that refused to send men to battle would themselves be destroyed. On top of that, all of the men of Israel made a vow to God that they would be cursed if any of them gave one of their daughters to a man from the tribe of Benjamin. They sent a message to the tribe saying, "Give us that gang of men that tried to violate the Levite and raped his concubine, and we will punish him." People of Benjamin refused. They were known as fierce warriors, so they prepared for battle. Both armies massed a huge amount of men for war. The commanders of Israel went to Bethel, and there they sought God's counsel for what they were to do. Then the next day, they went into battle. All day, Israel lost a large amount of men and finally had to run from the battlefield, and Benjamin was victorious for the day. The commanders went back to Bethel, once again prayed to God, and they fell on the ground and they mourned. They said, "Lord, do you want us to go against our brother and fight?" The Lord said, "Go and fight." But the next day, they once again lost the battle. Many Israelites died. They had to run from the field. This time, the entire army of Israel went to Bethel, and they fell down and they mourned and they cried, "Lord, do you want us to fight the tribe of Benjamin?" The Lord said, "Go and fight them again, and this time I will give you victory." They went into battle, but before they did, they had hid some of their men behind the city of Benjamin. And the rest of the army faced them from the front. The Benjaminites came out to battle. And during the battle, once again, the Israelites fell back as if they were losing. The Benjamites said, "We always win." And they chased after the army of Israel, leaving their city unprotected. The rest of the army of Israel came around and went into the city and destroyed it, killing everybody. When the army of Israel saw the smoke coming up from the city, they turned back and went back into the battle. The men of Benjamin also saw the smoke and realized that they had been tricked. Then suddenly, the Lord started to fight against them as well. This terrified them, but they couldn't escape because they were surrounded. 600 men escaped to a fortress. The Israelites knew they were there, but they kept at the battle at hand and totally annihilated the rest of the tribe. Suddenly they knew what they had just done. They went to Bethel. They sat before the Lord. They cried and they mourned. They said, "Oh Lord God, what have we done? We're no longer 12 tribes. One of them is gone. Only 600 men are alive. And they don't have wives. And we're not allowed to give them any of our daughters." Suddenly, one of them had an idea. Did any of the cities of Israel refuse to go to battle? They checked and found out there was one. So they attacked that city. They destroyed it. They killed all the people except for the virgin women. There were 400 of them. They took the 400 to the fortress and made peace with the tribe of Benjamin. They said, "We have 400 women to be your wives." Well, that left 200 that didn't have wives. Then they had another idea. They said, the town of Shiloh, north of Bethel as you go towards Shechem, Shiloh has an annual festival. And at a certain point, the young women of the city come out dancing down the road between the vineyards. You hide in the vineyards. When they come out at a certain point, jump up and grab one of them to be your wife. They said, "Well, what about the men, the fathers and the brothers? Don't worry about them. We will take care of that." So on the day, the men of Benjamin hid in the vineyards. During the festival, the women came out singing, going down the path. At a certain point, men jumped up and grabbed one of them for a wife. And each of them went away with a woman. Well, the fathers and the brothers went to the elders of Israel and said, "What about this?" And they said, "Well, be kind to the men of Benjamin. They don't have any women to be their wives, and they need wives, and you have plenty. Besides, you won't be cursed. You took the vow not to give them any of your daughters, but you didn't actually give them your daughters. They took them. Let them have them." Well, the men agreed. So the men of Benjamin took their wives back to their cities, rebuilt them once again, and settled down and had families. Israel was once again at peace.